It
Happy
is
Wednesday.
Wednesday night. We are back. We've got good news, bad news, in between news, all kinds of stuff. But you're on No Remorph again, 8:30 Central every week. We have a couple of guys back that we had some technical difficulties with. We have those fixed for the time being, but it took us 4 extra minutes to get in here tonight. So we're not working on keys time, I promise. That's not going to be a regular habit. We're not going to be like the slackers over at the Whiskey Bomb coming in 15 minutes after the show time.
But we send them love.
Yeah, we love those guys regardless, even if they need to buy a new watch on occasion. But we are back in here. Speaking of Whiskey Bomb and speaking of other things, I know people are kind of going to flow in here probably a little late from that show. They got a chondro thing going on balls and things, which is cool. They also have an auction going over at Holly's channel, Texoma. Yep. So Tyler and the gang over there with Holly are auctioning snakes. So we're going to be a little thin to begin with, but I'm sure people will straggle in as they run out of money or rack space from the auction, or T decides to shut it down on the chondros, but we'll see those people flowing in. So much thanks to everybody. Good news side, we did hit our 500 for our subs. So first level of that goal we set 9 months ago or so to hit that first level of monetization has been achieved. So thank you all for popping in and rounding up all those weirdos that'll probably never stop in again just to hit that subscribe button. But we do appreciate it. So will be some new features and stuff.
Exciting moment.
Yeah, it was cool to watch it tick down, and it was kind of between shows. So to come into a new one with that activated and has to go through approval and all of that, but still a great milestone for us, and never thought we would be at this point, in under a year. So thank you everyone for that achievement. That is not us. That's all you guys coming back in. So many, many, many thanks to you guys and to all the guests that drew you people over to watch us. So, well, the guests and Jamie. Yeah, go ahead, Jamie. You guys can say anything you want anytime.
I know.
You don't have to ask.
We just have to interrupt. So
okay,
we are going to host a little coloring contest. So I've put 7 different options for pictures that you can print out on our Discord channel. And we're going to post them all up on our live next week's show for a chance to win $10 Forge coin. Just something fun. If you don't want to color, have your kids color for you. Just participate,
absolutely.
send it back.
Stay in the lines.
Yeah, or
and
not.
That is
doesn't matter. It's just good for fun.
It is for fun, and it's a great way to get like other people in the family to just do something and pop it in there. There is a secondary prize to that, the $10 Forge coin we announced, but I'm going to just divulge it anyways because we want to see a bunch of these. There is going to be a secondary prize in there, so, and that will be kind of your choice. You're going to have to let us know what you want, but anyway, be cool to throw those up next week after the contest is over, what we've picked and deemed, the nicest coloring and all that good stuff. It doesn't have to be the nicest, maybe just the coolest. Maybe somebody did a watercolor.
Or 2 submissions already sent over. So
nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's the good news. But we also, I think everybody's pretty aware of actually really bad news out on the West Coast. There are a lot of people in a bad spot out there right now. Fires are still going ridiculously strong. Winds, all of that not helping. Shut down a lot of the public works, so they can't even get proper water pressure. Their water tables aren't great to begin with, but it doesn't help matters, and there's been some loss over there. We do know of some direct loss to everybody in the community, friends for all of us and guys that are important in this community. KG at Bomb Projects has some property loss, and thankfully, so far, nothing on the snake side. They were able to keep that, outside of harm for now. But yeah, it's regardless a shit situation. So more to come on that when we get more details and things kind of calm down as they naturally will. We're going to update on that and see what we can do to help participate. If there's anything going on to help everybody out there, it's more than just KG. I realize there's a lot of people in that area affected. So prayers for those people. News otherwise, I think that kind of pretty much wraps it up. We can say hey to everybody, shout out our sponsors, but I want to get round 2 underway. I feel like that was really frustrating for us last time, and Devin has a lot of good stuff for us. So, Shauna, popping in right away. Appreciate you. Probably see TFN Shauna in here in a bit too, maybe. But appreciate it. Brave, good to see you, Brave. Thanks
Brave
for coming out, man.
wants to know what your favorite ice cream topping is.
Mine?
All
Or
of us.
all of us. Okay,
No,
favorite
I think
ice
he
cream
asked
topping.
Vance specifically, but it's a funny question to pop in the
caramel
live.
for sure for me. Quick, around the horn, real quick for Brave.
Caramel.
Yeah,
Caramel? Okay. Dude, clean sweep. Caramel. Yeah. Thanks, Brave. See you in a few minutes. Jason over at Basement. Dude, one of our favorite guys. We may, I say may in air quotes, have a special project coming with Jason at Basement Python soon. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a lot of fun to see how that unravels. But things in the works. So Connie, that's her mom sitting on the couch, probably still drinking the old fashioned. I'm sure it's not the same one as last week. It's several down the line.
Maybe she has a margarita this week.
She might. She likes margaritas. That's true. I see Sophie squeaking in and out.
She's like a ghost behind your chair.
Yeah. little specter dog. Brother Vance, good to see you, sir. Dead Man has his own thing going. I think he's going to continue with it beyond the football season, but started as the Thunderdome. So Saturdays.
You didn't say it right.
What's
Thunderdome.
Oh, okay. Point taken. I was sadly underactive on that announcement. The Thunderdome.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a fun show. We talk football, we talk sports, we talk snakes. So pop over and check it out. Tim, that's the dad. Tim and Connie pair. Appreciate you coming out, Tim. Always. Sounds weird saying Tim. Blake, appreciate you, sir. Catching some videos of all kinds of strange feats. I hear you challenged one of the Paul brothers in any type of fight he wants at 41 years old. And I would love to see that myself. I'd like to see that guy take left, right, a knee, a shin, whatever he needs to take. But be a hell of a cash payout either way. So appreciate that, Blake. Vinnie, Bone Daddy, one of the unofficial sponsors and now an affiliate for the Forge Coin program. So we'll get to that, but appreciate you for coming out for sure, Vinnie. Merlin with Merlin's Magic Morphs. He's got a hell of a package built up coming from this side. Yeah. Nice collection of stuff between merch and snakes and everything else. We got to meet up, Merlin. And no rush. I didn't mean it that way, but Bosa, hope everything's going well down there and stuff's on the right track. Appreciate seeing you in here tonight. I know you got plenty on your plate as well, but the Sultan of Support is going to show his face. Jordan, you need a large animal enclosure, custom enclosures. This is your guy. I mean, these things are insanely nice. All metal, glass, combinations. There's pass-throughs in a middle channel for snakes to share space or close off that space. It's crazy. Jordan's on top of shit over there. I think it's going to
start raining.
Yeah, it's about to start raining. Oh man, is it ever? And this would be purple rain. Might as well be. Don D every week gets his goddamn anthem in there. I say it like I don't like it, but I love it. I gotta admit, I actually love that. So appreciate you, Don D, as always. Glizzy Squad, if he wants to say that. But Blaker's Pythons, appreciate you, Blaker, coming in here, man. Every week seems to show up. And yes, please do what Blaker says. Hit that like button.
Smash
Why not?
That like button.
It's right there. Might as well hit it. Slay, appreciate
and if you haven't subscribed, do that too.
Yes, also subscribe. You definitely need to subscribe. You can skip the like if you sub. Well, just do both. Yeah, they're right next to each other. Yeah, what the hell? Appreciate you, Slay. Thanks for coming out, man. Jamie, do we got a lag?
Yeah.
Jason Opelt. Jason Opelt still needs to pick a damn song because he's in here every week. Has been known him for, I don't know, 35 years, 30 years, at least 30. Needs
I'm
a
gonna get a
song,
hold
man.
of him
Need to get
because
him.
his songs are disappearing here. So
Right?
we lost one.
James. Yes, exactly. James B, super curious to see what you turn in on that coloring contest.
Heck
I'm going to hold you to that.
Do it.
Get one in there, James B. There's an additional prize that you might just enjoy. But appreciate you coming out. Be easy. Got Chris at 319, one of the 15 minutes of lame guys last year. Chris is an awesome guy. Didn't know him prior to that, other than the name. I knew the 319 reptiles, but getting to know him through the different reels and all that stuff was pretty badass. Super nice guy.
Sounds
Thanks for
like
stopping
that's
in here.
something we're going to be doing this year, yeah?
What?
What?
No, we're not doing that this year. What do we got? Balls of Paradise. Ooh, Aaron number 2. That's backing up Kike, who is also an Aaron. We just say Kike. I've always kind of known that as Kike, but this is the compound master down there in Daytona. Appreciate you, Aaron, for swinging out. Big D, Derek, appreciate you swinging in too, man. Good to see you. Wish I could hear that chuckle through the chat because I can't help but laugh right after it, but still good to know you're out there doing it. Good to see you, Derek. He probably didn't laugh at that at all. He's like, this motherfucker. I'm going to just...
I bet he smiled.
He might have smiled, yeah. He might have smiled. Fries, coming all the way in from the opposite side of the planet. Appreciate you. Australian guy over there. Fries Critters, man. I'm going to have to look into what he's keeping because I know he's keeping some weird things. That's all they have over there is weird things.
Right.
Nikki.
Got to in Australia, man.
Irresistibles. Yeah, these two, Nikki and Kurt, man, what a great addition to the community. Came in a little bit after us, got their show on before us, but talk about getting into everything and helping people out, man. What a powerhouse couple that is. Fun to be around, man. Appreciate you guys. Bald Head Balls. Jeff, appreciate you, sir. Thanks for swinging out. Happy Hump Day indeed. We did this on Hump Day because it was the most open day, but we still love Hump Day, don't we? Everybody loves Hump Day.
I don't know how you can't. It's Hump
Right.
Day, and it's the middle of the end of the work week.
Right, exactly. Sammy, Mr. 2%, trying to make some orange pies over there. Sammy is trying to make some orange pies. But appreciate Sammy every time. Did really well in 15 minutes of layman. Anybody that did not like Sammy ahead of time, number 1, has something wrong with them. Number 2, likes Sammy now. You cannot go through something like that without liking Sammy.
Did you see that pumped up Pink Panther he posted the other
He
day?
did, yeah.
I was laughing so hard.
That thing was jacked AF. But yeah, appreciate Sammy for sure. John MM and Chase too. Got to say hi to Chase also, who's hiding in the back, probably practicing his dwarf throwing in the backyard, trying to surpass that 15-foot estimate he put out there on the hot seat. But appreciate those guys for sure. Josh having a ball. He's been on a couple different times, and I always like to hang out with Josh. Man, Josh cracks me up. Appreciate you, Josh.
He's a good guy.
Elias, that's the merch god over there. Brother Elias also caught his show in the morning that I don't normally catch. I usually in the middle of something else, but that's a fantastic show, man.
I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, absolutely. Goes through and he does critiques on different movies and
really?
That was a good one. Yeah.
It's a good show. He does a really nice job of hosting that. Covers some good, cool topics too. So good to see you in here, Elias, as always. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. We got to be right down there, yeah?
I'm scrolling.
And not that we don't appreciate everybody.
We have
red bastard in there.
Hello, everyone, and welcome, Devin, and welcome, Eddie, but you'll be right out here in the morning. Sorry about that.
Oh, in the morning.
Yeah, we'll bring them back after the AM. Emily, good to see you. I did. I was swapping screens, and I hit the wrong one and brought those two guys out. So apologize. Thankfully, they weren't naked or something. Raj, okay. Appreciate you for coming in, Raj.
Speedier here.
Yeah, Mark Middlestead out in the Pacific Northwest. Rat bastard. Love to see him coming in here. Mark's a comical guy, man. Like Mark a lot. All right. We're down there, yeah? Holy, we got Marcus and Tiffany too. Man, this is just like a revolving door here. I see the
I
numbers
know,
go
it's
up,
so
go down.
fun.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming out from Dumbala over there. Super nice couple, man. Good to see them getting active. Oh, Chris at Balls Deep. We do have some Chris shirts over here, which is a great logo, a great company name. I mean, Chris is just comical as hell. Don't hang out in the lounge if you have any kind of sensitivities, because this guy's going to find everyone and just poke it as many times as he can, because it's the way he's built. But appreciate Chris. Craig, Bash Coder. Love Craig over at Bash Coder. Best production in the game. Sound, video, content, if we're going to be honest. T Keys. There he is. Appreciate you, T, jumping in from your show. If you didn't see that show, go back and watch. It's a great show about chondros. Chuck was awesome on that show also. Dustin, Melissa over there, DDM Reptiles, local people to us. Appreciate you guys swinging in. Ash, this is the guy we've been looking for. Want to see him pop in here now and again. Appreciate you for coming out, Ash. Team Malice all day.
Okay.
Ash's pet project. We're good to go. All right, so we just got to pop through a couple things real quick. Everybody knows about this, but we're going to say it anyway. Forge affiliates. These were kind enough to say, hey, we'll take Forge Coin. I won't go into detail on every one, but you got Charlie from Shed Testing up there. You got Chris, BNS. Got Vinnie at Bone Daddy Serpents. Does cutting boards, laser engraving. Got Mission Morphs. John, he will take Forge Coin for his stuff. Angel Caro, same deal. Going to do the 3D printing from perches to water bowls to hides, all kinds of 3D printed stuff from Angel. In the same right above them with Jamie and Carl from Graceful Pythons. They're doing all kinds of custom 3D printing too.
Yep.
So
I just ordered 2 laybox gecko hides from Jamie and Carl and 2 from Angel. So I'm excited to get those.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, use your Forge Coin, guys. If you have rounded some up and you have use for anything from these people or us, let us know. We'll figure out a way to convert that into cash for you guys. So spread it around the community. Keep it with us, however you feel like doing it. It's a worthwhile deal, and I think that helps everybody all directions. So,
and Forge Coin Tally is posted in our Discord after every show weekly. So you can
absolutely. If you do not have that Discord, DM us on IG. However you can get a hold of us, we will get you the Discord link. There's nothing attached to that. You just pop in, spend as much or little time as you want, honestly, in there. Kind of just a little community hub. So, yeah, let us know and we'll get you involved in that. Follow up. I am slacking. I am the worst slacker, not only on our t-shirts on the back, but I should have a commercial ready for Chris at BNS, but I don't. Chris, amazing guy. Everybody knows Chris. Got the cutest kid in the world right there on his shoulder. But also does Coco2go and The Chipper, 2 of the best substrates out there. If you're into cocoa chip substrate, those are fantastic product, and you can't go wrong getting it through Chris or another supplier. But yeah, amazing variety of animals. The guy has a ton of knowledge over time, and he's going to talk to you. If you have a question, he is going to sit there until you get the answer he can provide or send you to somebody who has it. So yeah, Chris, amazing. Appreciate the support. So thank you, Chris, again. And that is it. Unless Jamie and Jason want to stop me, we're going to roll into Charlie's commercial, and we will be right back with
I'll go
Devin.
Backstage and can't wait to put Devin in the hot seat.
I think we have audio and video and everything this time from both guys. So,
yay.
All right. See you guys on the other side of this one. And we are back. Eddie, Devin, welcome back. And hopefully you guys can hear us this time. Yeah?
Can you hear me?
We can, yeah.
I'm frozen.
Oh, no. Are you frozen again? Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm froze, though. On my screen. Am I moving on you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, mine's
looks
froze.
Good.
Okay. As long as it looks
That's
good.
fine.
How about you, Devin? Everything good on your side? Well, it was.
Devin is frozen.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Yep. There you go. There you go. Go. I just changed my camera. There you go.
There. Perfect. Okay. So what do we have here, Devin? Who do you have out?
This is Raven. This is my Superdorf retic. She's 56.25 Calitoma, 12.5% Champagne. She's like 9 months old, 4'3". Like, she's double Anery purple albino too.
Okay.
She is. This is my favorite. This is my favorite snake, and I'll say this: I have ball pythons. I have a lot of ball pythons, but I think if I hadn't gotten the super doors first, I probably wouldn't have any ball pythons.
So let me ask you a serious question, Devin. How many scales does she have? No, I'm absolutely teasing. I'm teasing. We got all of the percentages of mix. We got the size. We got the age. We got all the details, but no scale count. I figure you're over there counting how many's on her head. Yeah, tons, right? So you prefer the super dwarf just for the interaction, or what is it about her that
engagement? The engagement, the intelligence, because, I'm going to be real. I love ball pythons to death, man, but they're kind of dumb. No, I don't even say that as they're like derpy. They're very derpy, very, very cute, but whereas retics are very intelligent, very curious, very inquisitive, very apex predator-like, you feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, behavioral differences for sure.
Yeah.
Different. I heard something the other day, and maybe you can help confirm this or not, but there was an expert on another podcast that kind of talked about that as far as intelligence quotients with these reptiles and things, and she felt like it was more built into their personality than their actual intelligence. So she's like, well, it seems that way, but if you count in how I don't want to say reclusive, but like shy ball pythons are, they seem dumber because they're so shy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wonder that often.
I'll say this: my retic could be any ball python in a game of Scrabble. I'm just saying.
in numerous different ways, probably. Right.
But I love ball pythons. Matter of fact, me and Eddie, I still want Eddie about it. We just made a huge purchase on a certain ball python. That I told Eddie, I'm like, if you're gonna get that, get a male. But he wanted it. He wanted it, so we got it.
So Eddie, he's putting you on the spot here a little bit, and we don't have to say what it was, but did you kind of tell Devin, like, mind your business, I'm doing this, or how did that interaction happen?
Fits into the complex I'm working, the spot nose, chocolate, all that type of shit, blackhead.
Okay, so ugly, like, in that.
Yeah, it helps that it's a DG clown too. So.
Oh, absolutely.
It's blackhead, spot nose, leopard, phantom, red stripe, desert ghost clown female. And
holy man. Okay. Well, you can't go wrong in that. I mean, yeah, male or female. So yeah, that's a stack.
But with females, the thing is and I've always had this thing is like, I have a buddy named Ray Wilkes. He bought the first stranger imported in the United States, a stranger, Paso Stranger double at Monsoon Clown. 2017, 60,000 pay for it. She just had her first clutch last year.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be unfortunate. I mean, that time pass is a thing, and you got to kind of look at that investment as it degrades until production,
YouTube.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just, and that's the one thing you gotta think about is like in KG, shout out to KG and all that, by the way, that's my guy. KG's always told me, bro, if you want to spend a lot of money, spend it on a male. So that's why I was looking at Eddie. If Eddie wants something, bro, I always got his back on it. I was just looking, I'm like, isn't there a male one?
Probably not. When you listed those jeans, there probably isn't a male floating around
Right.
like that.
Hey, Amos said if it was a male, it wouldn't have been available.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to throw that out there to the sharks for sure. Or I wouldn't think, anyway. You might stumble on one.
Everything has a price.
So, for the life of me, and I apologize to this point, but we had so many issues with your show trying to kind of close it and come back the first time. I can't for the life of me remember where we were leaving off. I think you were just starting to like bring animals out and talk about, your direction. So maybe we can kind of pick up there.
Okay.
And that's my bad, guys, because I was so flustered with everything that was going wrong in that show that I lost track of what we were even talking about, if I'm being honest.
So because I can't see myself move, you guys are gonna have to direct me towards the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, actually, really, you just go to you press the settings and then you press the camera and just change the camera back to the front two. That's what I did.
Did that reset for you? Otherwise, you can pop out quick, Eddie, and come back in.
I see the back. I see here.
Yeah, the back-facing camera, yeah.
And now just switch it back. Can you see it? It's moving. Is it moving for you now?
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
in business.
Okay.
But now I can't hear you guys.
Oh, no.
What the fuck? Let me try that again.
No. No, don't go away. So I think you might be better off, honestly, just completely drop and come back in.
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie, back out. Unless you can hear. No, not again. I'm not going to touch anything now, but I'm afraid.
Right? It's so frustrating because, we'll do 4 or 5 shows with 0 flaws, and then we have certain times it just does not work.
I still can't hear you guys now.
No. Dan, thanks for coming out. I'm going to just message him. I'm going to tell him, Eddie, drop out and come back in.
Yes. Eddie, leave and come back. I can talk about the projects while waiting for him, though.
For sure. Absolutely.
But so
Go ahead, Devin.
So some of the projects that I'm working right now, I only have like 5 females that are actually mine that I own that I don't work with Eddie. 2 of them, I got a Batman Het Desert Ghost female, Coco2go Enchi GHI, Stranger Het Clown female, the Strangest Clown Het Hypo Het Pied female.
Nice.
Yeah, a blackhead spot nose Het Clown female, and an Enchi Desert Ghost Het Clown female. That was that was at KG's. It was actually at KG's house. The one female. And then, he said it was okay, but that was important to me. I said, "Forget the snake. Are you okay, brother?"
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So, Devin, you guys have talked about this before on other things, and I know I've brought it up with you before, but explain the Strangest to me. I know it's kind of like a nickname internally for you, but where did it come from, and what's going on with that?
So as of right now, we're 5 generations in, and what we're sure of now is that it's a reduced pattern line of stranger. Like it produces both regular strangers and the strangers, but when it produces strangers, the strangers they're all the same. They're all like reduced and super fat pattern and super blush and super bright. And we thought it could possibly be het influenced, but a few of the strangers aren't hypo or het pied. Some are triple het, some are just single het. So it's not a het thing like we
Sure.
thought. And the clown, we've made 3 clowns of it now, and they all look the same, and they all look different from a normal stranger clown. So it's not really. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, it's a different genre. My opinion is if it's stranger, but a different style. And like, if you want the busy stranger, you can have it. But if you want to do something else, want to try something else, then I got the strangest. Is I'm not going to charge you like 10,000 extra for it or anything. It's just a different type. It's just a different flavor.
So okay, and in your estimation, you say you get both. I don't know
Yeah.
a lot on the stranger side. Is there a super form, and did it come from possibly a heterozyte or a homozygous animal?
No, there is a super. Iris made a super, and well, they said it wasn't very much different than the regular stranger. It's a
That's
little
kind
bit
of what I'm
darker.
wondering is like, did both lines come in a super form and you didn't know it? So you're getting this odd reduced line and you're getting this busy line. Do you know what I mean?
The animal that made it was not a super. It was just a normal stranger clown paired to like a pastel hypopie.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
so that's the original was a pastel strangest, and then and then we repeated the pairing, and we produced another one, which was the dude's sister. Like the original parents made another one, so something in one of those parents is.
Gotcha.
Uh,
But it just pops out kind of 50-50, sounds like.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So makes
Honestly, like, well, my bad.
Oh no, so makes sense that it's just kind of a weird anomaly with whatever stranger you got. It has a lot of mutation in it. It just happens
Yeah,
to throw low, happens to throw high.
stranger is weird because the stranger you get 3 things. You get animals that look strange but aren't a stranger, and then you get regular stranger, and then you get the strangest. You get the two races. Like it's such a bipolar gene. That's the best word for it. It's a bipolar gene.
Sure, gotcha. Yeah, a lot of variation coming out, right? So have you noticed anything on the other end of that? Like if you've produced a male that you call strangest, this reduced line, can you say that repeats itself, or does it still have that variability as far as
Mm.
parentage? Like,
Uh,
does a
it-
reduced one create a reduced one?
yeah, the strangest does produce both the reduced. It produces both the reduced and normal ones.
Okay, so
If
regardless of
that
what it looks like, gotcha.
regardless of what it looks like. And we've had some, and from what I've heard, and it's weird, and I don't know if it's true. Amos sold a regular looking stranger to a buddy, and he paired it to something and produced strangest out of non strangest looking animals. So it's even more weird. Like we got some there just popping out, and then the super. I can hear you. I can hear you, Eddie. Can you hear me?
We can hear Eddie. He just can't hear us. It's the same
But
damn thing that happened to him last time.
but how I say it, we can. Um, it's just it's a weird thing, man. It's a weird thing. Maybe we could just text Eddie a list of snakes to show or something.
Right.
Some,
So you said, is it
Can you
working?
hear us, Eddie? Now throw him in here. How's it? Oh, he just left us again, man.
nah, no,
Oh.
but it's I don't know if I could send pictures because I don't want to mess with it and end up being where Eddie is right now. But like, It's something fun. But I'm not going to sit here and rename it and call it something else and charge you $10 for it.
Steven,
You
come
said
on,
you're
man.
on your
I love it.
fifth generation. Is that what you said?
Yeah, so fifth generation. So like it's been faster because we've made a lot of mail. So essentially, what Amos did is he paired the original mail produced and then paired the mail from that mail and then replicated and then paired the mail from the second mail and just go on and so forth. It's just been replicating. Like
Gotcha.
only one female has been ready to breed yet so far, but the male on the male side is replicated.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, that's actually even a better sign, right? Because you're not going back to a female from the same line.
Yeah. I will say, I just
type into Eddie here. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Yes, I'll say just text Eddie to come on and show the Etchy Coral Glow Stranger girl, the strangest clown, and the Batman girl. I think
just bring out 3 snakes and then bye. See ya, Eddie.
Bye, but like, I just think, in all honesty, my belief with strangers is, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and charge people extra for something that I don't know really at 100% what it is. Like I said, it's just a different style of stranger. I'm not saying it's different than stranger. It is stranger. It's just my line of stranger. Like, and I say, and it's tough to say my line, but Amos sold the project to me and said, "Do what you want with it. I don't have time to really figure out what is it." And I'm the one that came up with the name, so it may seem egotistical of me, but like, it's my line of stranger.
Yeah, I mean, if he's passing that torch along, why not? Makes sense. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you had mentioned something to me between shows, and you said you had a particular topic you wanted to talk about, and it was switching gears, right?
Yeah.
Talked about switching gears, and what was it you wanted to touch on? Because we do want to cover that. You made a point of it between the shows, and you're like, I'd like to talk about this next time, so let's get at that.
I think what I want to talk about, just like the transition when you go from like a hobbyist to a business, it's kind of it's an exciting time, but it's also kind of a sad thing because there's times where like I look back and when me and Eddie first met and we were just thinking about, if we pair this snake to this snake, we're going to make such awesome looking snakes. And now after learning as much as we know and learning from the people who are now, the thought is like, okay, you can't pair this to make this, or you used to get this, and you got to do triple heads and quad heads, and it's just it's not as fun.
You're going where the money is.
Yeah.
Right. You're going where the money is instead of really where you kind of just like to be.
Yeah. Like we kind of, and that's kind of how things like, we still do things that we like, but a lot of the things now, at least in this thing, you have to kind of see what people like and move around that more than just doing exclusively what you like. And I think we need to get back to just like doing what you like, and if other people like it, they'll buy it, and not doing stuff because of what other people might like. And
yeah, absolutely. Not allowing the market to completely control what you do on your side.
Right.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to do that, Jamie, I'm going to task you. I know you're backstage, but stay in touch with Eddie on the IG side and try and help him get reconnected. I did put some messages over there, but I don't know if he's seen them. So sorry about that, Devin.
That's all good.
I think Vance had said something about shutting his phone completely. Maybe he already tried that, but that might be a good idea too. So.
Yeah, I think completely shut it down. And it's so weird. We talked about this before the show, and we're going to talk about it mid-show because we do so many in a row that are completely fine as far as this part of things going wrong. And then we just have these piled issues. So hopefully it's a weird
I blame it on
glitch,
Eddie.
But yeah, it's unfortunate because we'd like to have it go smooth,
But as Jordan said, though, about the chase of the market, that's kind of why when I got into the retic stuff, it kind of really revitalized just my passion for hobby because I was kind of just getting burnt out just by just looking this stuff as okay, well the market is going this way, and that way, and now I'm just here like man, I can't wait to see how big my retic will get. Oh, I'm going to get a chondro now, and I'm getting a venomous, I'm getting an insularis, I'm getting a venomous too. Like, and those are things that I'm just like the ball pythons are awesome still, but it's more like the side thing now. And now I'm trying to focus on just my personal reptile room now, and that's kind of re-energized my.
Did you say you're getting venomous?
Yeah, I'm getting venomous.
What are you getting?
A blue insularis.
Jamie's
It's like
okay.
it's a pit viper kind of. They perch like green trees, and they're not that crazy hard to handle because again they're perched. They don't really just come at you and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be. I've talked to Eric No Rock Kim a lot before I decided to jump into venomous because he's one of the most respected guys that I trust when it comes to venomous. He said either one of those or a gaboon would be a good starter because they're very slow moving, even though they have one of the fastest strikes.
Yeah,
I was going to say, gaboon
really
is
cool, man.
super pretty, but super fast strike. You're very right about them moving around. I mean, they're slow as molasses, but
they're ambush predators. Yeah.
And it's always been like the concern to me is, and you kind of dispel this for me as someone that wants one because I definitely don't. What is the trade-off in your mind with the dangerous side of that versus the enjoyment you have in keeping it? Like where does that line break for you?
You just gotta respect it like you respect any other animal. Like, yeah, if you mess around and you are stupid with some things, you're gonna get bit. And I feel like honestly, there's a risk of anything. There's a risk of, like anything you keep, even cats. Like my cat's messed me up far more than any of my snakes.
Yeah. Cat'll F you up if it wants to, right? I mean,
right. But like venomous is like at the end of the day, venomous aren't looking to kill you or attack you. They only bite because of one major thing. They're defensive or you scared them. It's something you did. It's not something they did, it's something you did.
Yeah. In general. Yeah. So how do you make yourself okay with that level of what if, right? Because I know that we see this all the time. Handlers that have them out and they're free handling and they're doing literally some pretty ridiculous stuff that should never be done. But the risk is always there, right?
As Eric said, the best venomous snake to start off with is someone else's venomous snake. Because you learn from a responsible mentor how to handle them right, and you'll be okay. That's really what it comes down to. If you're gonna just jump into it with no research and no work prior and grab like a taipan or something, you're gonna die.
Yeah,
it's a lot faster. Like you just got to do your research and respect the animal and learn how to hook, learn how to double hook. Learn the strike range, and just be mindful. Don't half-ass when you're handling. Don't look at the TV while you're handling. But
those things, those things are like legit. I know that this is in your mind as something you can completely control, but those things are legit part of life. Like something startles you in the snake room, falls off the shelf, makes a loud noise, and you turn your head. Right?
Yeah.
Like you don't, as much as we want to say we have 100% control of our lives and things that happen, you truly don't. So, I think that is a critical part of admission in going into this, knowing, right?
You can never get relaxed because the moment you get relaxed handling venomous is the moment you mess up. So you can never truly be relaxed while handling venomous.
Yeah.
Stock up on the anti-venom.
Right. And several people said it already. Yeah,
Oh,
they've
yeah.
said it in the comments, and I agree. I'm like, we'll just take your word for it, Devin, because it's not our realm, or at least for me.
Right.
I'm not going to speak for
Yeah.
Jason or Jamie, but
You should get Eric on. You should get Eric on this and talk to him about his venomous.
for sure, I would love to hear all those opinions and how they handle that stuff, because I can't imagine that risk reward paying
No, I
off
mean-
in my favor.
I mean, I know ball pythons pretty well, know the behavior really well. I've gotten bit, and some of it is maybe I'm not taking all the precautions I would with a venomous, but still, I look at those times when I've gotten bit and I'm like, man, if that's a venomous snake, I'm on the way to the hospital or maybe to the fridge.
You want to know what
Right.
a good animal is to practice on if you want to get like a larger venomous? Indigo. An indigo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we
we can hear you
we-
fine.
we-
Yep.
Nice.
Fantastic.
All right. Can we get Vicky here? Yeah,
He
yeah.
is
I'm
back.
it looks like I'm froze.
Don't touch your teeth.
You're
Yeah,
not-
don't.
you're
We
not-
can see you. We can see you. You're not frozen. You're not frozen.
All right,
You're
I'm
not
frozen
frozen.
over here though.
All right, it's okay.
Well-
Just go grab snakes. Go grab the strangest girl.
What do you want?
The strangest clown. The strangest clown girl. The
Okay,
strangest.
so
And shout out to-
I will be right back. Jason, moderate this and watch this. I'm going to just remove myself real quick. I'll be right back. I'm glad Eddie's back.
See, so this is you've seen a regular pastel stranger clown, right?
Yeah.
Look
Oh,
at look at this. This
So
tell me
I can't see the placement of the snake
I
at
can
all.
see her. We
You're,
can see
you're doing
her.
good, Eddie. Doing real good. Actually,
Like
your camera's really good.
Hold
Colors are
hold her
great.
straight. Hey, lean her forward a little bit. Lean her forward. Like a little bit more forward. Yeah. There we go. There.
Yeah.
You see. You see.
That is
That's
definitely
diff-
different, man.
From a regular pastel, and that's just pastel and strangers. It's way different than a pastel stranger clown, man. And people think I'm crazy when I say it, bro. When I posted the pictures on Facebook, they're like, "Look at this guy renaming jeans," and then I posted pictures, and he shut up. He shut.
How much does
just-
she weigh?
About 800 grams, 700 grams.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, just checking.
She'll be ready next fall, probably.
Yeah.
She's het hypo as well.
And
Okay.
posset pie.
It looks like she's holding color really well. I mean, has she lightened up or browned out at all?
No.
Pretty much the same.
Here's what we notice with the strangest though too. They age differently than regular pastel. Like they age like their colors. They get really yellow. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a stranger clown. A regular
Yeah.
stranger clown.
Yep.
That's Eddie and I. And we hit. He hit off his clown. It was like GHI stranger het clown to clown. And he hit two of them. One sadly passed. And then you got the coral glow one, Eddie?
He's doing real good for not being able to see where he's at on the camera.
Hey, Eddie's awesome, bro. I remember. Look, this is my favorite right here. This is a GHI Enchi Coral Glow Strangers 66% head clown. It looks like a banana freeway almost.
Yeah.
Hey, a little bit more
To your left.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, a little bit more to your left. Look at that. But I love the purples. I love the purples that like come out when you. I love the oranges when you mix like coral glow with stranger. And yes, it's coral glow. A lot of people say banana. It's coral glow. I don't care what anyone says.
It does make a difference in my mind too. The lines are different.
But
But I'll tell you what right now. I mean, Elon has announced it already, but the Eddie 2.0 is going to be even better at taking direction. So keep that in mind. This is the Eddie 1.0.
Hey,
And he's
Eric,
doing really well on the.
hey, Eric, I told them they should bring you on for your venomous snakes. Not that you would show them ever on a live, but to talk about. but
Wow,
that's another
that
one.
thing is pretty, man. I dig that.
OD Firefly Stranger, 66 head clown.
So now in a combination like this, how would you guys say strangest versus stranger? When you get it in something like this, you know what I mean?
The pattern would be more fatter, and there'd be less alien heads. It would be more just pattern.
Just spread out.
Yeah, just spread out alien heads, like way less alien heads.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
they're amazing looking either way, but yeah.
We sold one to a buddy our Chris Geis, because he really wanted one.
I hit the pinstripe ones too. This is the darker one.
Oh wow.
Pinstripe Stranger.
See, I dig that, dude.
I hate
like
pinstripe,
that.
Man. But you can see the stranger because the white coming up from the sides, that's the stranger.
Yeah. Yep.
This is that the one we're sending Eric? Is that the one we're sending Eric? Eddie? Where's the one that we're sending Eric?
Yes, that's correct, Kike. A strange stranger makes a strange jest. You're right.
All right, so this is the one that we're sending Eric. This is the OD pin stranger 66 head clown. Or the 50% head clown.
See, I like that. And the camera isn't showing it, but I kind of see it. It's like a wavy coloration change down the whole body.
Yeah, there's certain angles you can really see it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is awesome looking. I like that.
And as it ages, it'll fade out more. Notice as it ages, it comes up higher and you'll actually see the pattern in it.
Yeah.
When we paired that, and I'm gonna be truthful, I forgot Eddie had this freaking female, this OD dragonfly. I'm like, hey, what you pairing this stranger to? It's like, oh no, the dragonfly. I'm the dragon what? And he bought this female like when we first met, bro, and I kind of just forgot she existed, like the blackhead special boy.
What else you want to see? Your Batman?
Yeah, the Batman. And mind you, this is the craziest thing about the market too, and why I don't like to follow the market, because everyone hates on pastel. Morph market, there's spot nose clown head desert ghosts for $2,500, right? I bought this pastel Batman head desert ghost for $1,100 on Morph market.
Wow.
Just because it had pastel in it, yeah.
Just because it had pastel, but it had leopard too.
Right. I mean, that's just silly, when people do that. I understand not wanting it on your male side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly right.
It's a female. It's a female.
Exactly. Yeah, you put it in a female, and it's got one clutch to pastel. You don't want it in a male that's going to throw it to its 7 females. I get that.
Hey, TRM, send the shipping label. Yeah, she's going to be going to TRM because we're going to do a split. He's going to pair his DG Clown to her. So we're going to be doing that with Nate from TRM.
Okay. Nice.
That's an odd thing I do. I think you talked about that with Eddie on his shows, that about doing like the collabs. I do a lot of collabs with people I know just to bring us all ahead.
Yeah. Makes it fun. I mean, okay. Like what do we have here? Is there a phantom or something in this?
That's my secret girl. This is a secret girl from my boy Mansa Juice. JG. It's a bomb. It's KG's line of chocolate. Black pastel, hurricane, het clown. Female.
Wow. Okay.
So black pewter, chocolate, hurricane, het clown.
Wow, I would have thought the black pewter would have just decolorized it all, but it's still got some nice yellows,
Yeah.
It's the chocolate that keeps it clean. Plus the hurricane is doing all the armbanding.
Yeah, that thing's wild. I really like that. So you said this has bomb in it. What is the bomb again? I mean, I know it's a pattern effector, but
it's not the bomb. It's not the bomb gene that he is. It's his. So he bought a normal female that was like 19 years old, and he thinks it's the original chocolate, and it's tested chocolate. So this is his line of chocolate. So essentially,
Gotcha. Okay. So
No,
it's not the
bomb
bomb
chocolate.
gene.
it's bomb chocolate. Bomb chocolate.
Gotcha.
And, oh, look, that's Eddie's favorite. Is from his one-eyed lady.
Yeah, pastel legend special blade clown.
Boy, that thing is clean for
it's
not
really
having
And-
DG or lace or something in it.
And people hate pastel, bro. And look at that. Isn't that one of the nicest pastel you've seen, man? Like,
Yeah, that pattern is cool, man. Just crisp.
I
but
hit
Ban
the
out
same
here.
one, but the other one's got
Ban-
fire.
I feel like fire would lose everything.
You do.
Yeah.
It needs the whole pattern.
Yeah, I would feel like it would destroy it, kind of.
Here, I'll show you.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'll take the non-fire all day. Yeah.
See, Banna, hey, look at these. Oh, they just urated on you, brother. You good?
No, that was wood chips in his tail.
But Banna, see, you like those bald-headed pastels, huh? Oh yeah, I just picked up 2 more animals with pastel from Eric.
Yeah, that's a pretty snake, man. Honestly, to not have lace or DG in that thing is fantastic looking.
Oh, we have lace. We just had a clutch. You know that I don't think we told you about our white lace yellow belly boy. He just fired a clutch from a clown, 7 eggs or 6 eggs.
Nice.
I don't necessarily know if this is a Dark Knight, but I know it's at least the chocolate pastel yellow belly clown.
That's the pastel Dark Knight, right? I think that's what Canova said it was. It was a Dark
Sure
Knight.
looks like it. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll test it, but maybe.
So what do you
I
think
said,
it's
look-
missing? I mean, it looks like it to me.
I don't know.
Look at the blushing.
I don't think it's a Dark Knight. I just think
Look
it's
at-
a chocolate pastel yellow belly clown.
Well, I'll say this, because look at the blushing and the pattern, and then the teardrops or spot nose, and you already know from the male that you use that he produces reduced clowns of chocolate when it's just chocolate. It doesn't produce all that pattern.
Just because I'm unsure, I don't want to say it is. I mean, it's not like he's going anywhere. I'll definitely test him. But
Yeah.
here, I'll show you the female that I think is actually Dark
You mean the super pastel? The super pastel Dark Knight female?
Knight. Pastel, possibly fire yellow belly.
See, I think they're
Okay.
both Dark Knight. I just think there's 2
Wow.
copies of pastel in that one and one in this.
No, that one's got an additional gene. That has to have something else. Look at that pattern difference.
Yeah, it's crazy,
I mean,
man.
the patterns aren't even close to the same.
I also hit a third version.
And they're all pos doublehead DG hypo too. Oh, there's a shed. Save that shed, Eddie. Eddie likes
Eddie 1.0 doesn't save sheds. Eddie 2.0 will save sheds. Just so buy that.
So here's the third one.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
So
I think that's
that
a
looks
super
more
fly.
like a typical, Superfly spot nose,
Yeah.
Right. But it's dark too. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it is dark, but the pattern is more what you expect, right?
Right? Yeah, it's strange. I don't know. These 3 definitely get tested. They got to get tested for head DC and hypo.
Eddie, what size tubs are those in? TM was asking. 10? What size tubs are they in?
The 10.
10s. ARS 10s, TRM. ARS 10s. I forget what else. We have
Yeah,
a
we're gonna
redhead
have
girl
to-
too.
We're gonna have to hire Devin, man. He keeps a good eye on the chat there.
Right?
Oh, this is Eddie's boy. So here's the thing. So Eddie has this tendency to ask me to buy snakes, and then when I get them, never use them, and then get a replacement male after I buy them. And I'm afraid that this male is going to replace my black pastel boy because it's
So
what
what-
he did last time.
I
This
got
is a
your black
Krypton
pastel boy
combo.
in there. Yeah, it's a pastel yellow belly DG Krypton.
Okay. That's a beautiful snake, man. I prefer the Krypton shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Me
I
too.
really do. I like the head on them. I like the neck area. Everything about the Krypton, I just prefer, man. I think they're cooler looking.
Who you pairing the Black Pastel boy to?
He's in with the Superfly clown.
Oh, if you could, can you bring your camera possibly to show that? Like, I know you can't see, but like, you got this. You got this, Eddie. You got this.
Jesus, I feel like we'd need a remote control.
Oh,
Right.
my voice. See, a little bit up. Lean a little bit more up. See, that's my boy right there. A Black Pastel. A little bit more to the left. Up. There you go. Down. There
Right there.
we go. There we go. That's he's a Black Pastel Desert Ghost pet clown boy I bought, So Eddie has this thing, right? So a while ago, he said he wanted OD, right? He wanted the best OD. So I was like, I got you. I spent $1,500 on a high OD entry fire butter heck clown mail. And you wanna know what this guy does? You wanna know what he does?
What does he do? Go ahead. You're gonna tell us.
He never ever pairs up because my OD is better. My OD is better. We don't need it. Then why do you ask me to buy it?
He doesn't want to waste a breeding season.
Yeah, can't burn those breeding seasons.
And he
Plus
says
it had butter.
butter. Because it had butter. But here he is breeding lessers everywhere, breeding lessers and butters, but it just wasn't mine.
No, you're right.
Right.
But I got enough Lester and butter. We don't need more.
Exactly.
But he asked me to get it, and I'm just like, you asked me to get this, and then he's like,
I'm picking up a vibe here, and I want to kind of roll with the vibe while it's going because you're excited right now, Devin, and I think I want to take this into the hot seat.
Yeah.
I want to take this excitement into that arena. Are you ready to deal with this from Jamie?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Eddie. I'm just kidding.
Let's carry over all this energy into the hot seat and see how this pans out.
Okay.
I think everybody else out there is ready for the hot seat. But, dude, this is going to be so good. I can sit back, drink a beer, and just watch the chaos. Keep in mind, Devin, it's going to get a little warm, but you got this, bro.
Hey, bro, I've been on the hot seat my whole life.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, Devin.
Okay. Hello. I'm
First
shaking in my
off-
boots.
Nah, don't do that. I just want to tell you that your smile is contagious. Keep being you.
Thank
All right. Are you ready to start?
Yes, I'm ready to start.
Early bird or night owl?
I'm a night owl.
Save a baby from a train or HRA?
Screw that kid.
WoW or D&D?
D&D.
If you had to pick one song to play every time you entered a room, what song would it be?
I would say Viva La Vida by Coldplay.
Nice. Mario or Luigi?
Luigi.
Photographic memory or time travel?
Time travel.
Where would you go? What period in time?
Before I bought that old email.
That was great. I can't. Oh, hamburger or chicken strips?
It depends if it's a medium rare burger. If it's medium rare, then the burger.
Okay. What if it's well done? Chicken strips all the way?
Yep, chicken strips. Yes, well done is too done.
What do you like to dip your chicken strips in?
Ketchup, man. It's the
What?
jack of all trades. Ketchup,
Not ranch?
bro.
Have you ever tried ranch?
I'm not bougie like that.
Bougie. But maybe barbecue.
Barbecue, but ketchup's my go-to. You know.
Okay. Your retic or HRA?
I knew you were gonna ask me this. I'd have to say my retic.
Yeah. Board games or video games?
Video games, unless it's Sorry.
Yeah. Like the old Atari?
No, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I got you. I like that one too.
Mhm.
Peanut butter, crunchy or smooth?
Smooth, bro. I'm autistic. I can't handle the texture of that
You-
of the crunchy.
Got the sensory issues all the way. Devin be brushing his arm while he's eating a peanut butter sandwich. Devin, what was your favorite pet growing up?
My leopard gecko. His name was Blue. He
Aw,
hated spoons.
why? Why did he
He would
have a
just
spoon?
No, he would attack spoons every time he saw them. I don't know why.
Huh. Yeah, you probably saw his reflection. Interesting. That's funny. Do you prefer action or comedy movies?
Comedy, because I grew up on Austin Powers.
Heck yeah.
Because it was kind of both. It was both, though, to be fair.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Probably reality change. Like what's his name? Who's the hero? I forget his name. Like Dr. Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan.
I'm going to look him up because I'm not sure who that is, but I will look it up.
He's from The Watchers. The Watchers.
Okay. I've seen that out on Netflix. What is your go-to restaurant?
I mean, it used to be Ponderosa, and then they shut down.
Oh,
No,
what kind of
it's
food
only
did
in
they
the
have?
Dells now. It was like a old style country restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only in the Dells now. They had one in Madison, but now it's just in the Dells.
What would be your first question after waking up from being cryogenically frozen for 100 years?
Why did you wake me up?
Yeah, I love that. If you could hang out with any cartoon character, who would you pick?
Flapjack. If you know, you know.
Got you. If you were stranded on a deserted island, what 3 items would you want with you?
A coconut. Lighter, and probably a plastic hammock so I could collect rainwater.
Okay. We could maybe talk about some of those choices later. What is one song you have completely memorized?
That is a question, but I would say Car Radio by 21 Pilots.
Can you sing the chorus for us? No, I'm just
Nah,
kidding. You don't
nah,
have to. I just jokes. When people come to you for help, what do they usually want help with?
IDing their genetics.
Yep, you're superior at it.
Yes. Yeah.
The last the last question in the hot seat, because I know you're melting over there, is what would you like to be known for?
I would like to be known for that. Just because you aren't a traditional breeder doesn't mean you can't have success in the hobby, like doing things your own way. Because there's no, last time I checked, there's no rules and regulations system of how you do anything in this hobby.
Absolutely. That's a great answer, Devin. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me in the hot seat. It was fun. You made me laugh several times.
No problem.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. And don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe.
Nice.
All right. Fantastic job, Devin. Honestly, dude, I was in tears over here a couple of different times, but for good reasons. You know what I mean? The answers were legit funny, man, and intentionally funny. You could tell because you start laughing as you say it, right?
Yeah,
but I'd like to touch on a little bit what you keep saying, and you keep hinting at this in the first episode, this episode, like this idea that you have to be in some preset category or form to be involved in this industry or in community. And I think the biggest issue with this that everybody throws around is that word hobby or business, right? And I hate both terms. I hate it because let's be real, guys. This is like a lifestyle choice that people make. This isn't really a hobby. A hobby is like putting together RC cars or airplanes or painting, something you can put to the side and do when you feel like it. You can't do that in this hobby. You have to be diligent. You have to pay attention to the animals. You don't have a choice. You're making a lifestyle choice. This isn't a hobby. I hate that term hobby, just to put it out there for everybody that's watching.
I'll be real though. I'll be real though. A lot of people that give me slack about not real, in reality, 90% of those people don't have a better collection than I am, and are jealous of the fact that they don't have someone that supports them like I support it. Because reality, how many people do you think would sit here and give someone thousands of dollars to just say, "Hey, do whatever you want"? I trust you. Like I text Eddie like in the middle of the night, be like, "Hey, I just bought you like 3,000 worth of snakes. By the way, they're gonna be next door. Just do what you will. Do what you will with this information."
Right. Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. I mean, like we're all making this conscious choice, and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. Everybody always says, "How do these people coming in go wrong?" It's that hobby mentality. Like this is something you can work on when you feel like it and put it to the side. There's nothing about this that works that way. This is like
lifestyle choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can we drop hobby? Can we all agree on this 4-way panel to just stop saying hobby?
Let me tell you guys, let me tell you guys a secret. I'm gonna tell this. Look at. I'm on disability. I haven't been able to work since I got injured and work when I was 21. I can't physically carry things. So a lot of the money I spend to put into this hobby, I spend most of the money I get every month on animals to do this. So this is not it. It's a major lifestyle thing because it's like I never asked Eddie for anything. I just believe in what Eddie's doing. So and there's times where I've gone a month or two eating ramen noodles and whatnot, and it's not something that I talk about because a lot of people just assume that, oh, I'm lazy or I just throwing money around and not doing any work. I'm really just putting all the money I have into these animals. Like imagine spending $5,000-$6,000 on something when you don't have $5,000-$6,000 to spend.
Yeah, that's a perfect point because that's kind of the key. The key to it's not a hobby is sacrifice, and I think everybody that's in this hobby sacrifices constantly. You're sacrificing a lot of time, right? And other things you have to make decisions because you have animals that you have to take care of. And a hobby, you don't do that. People don't sacrifice.
That's the point, right? That's like the division line in a hobby and a lifestyle is like sacrifice for it is not a hobby any longer. It leaves the hobby realm at that point. Well, hobby is like, this is when it's fun to me on a Sunday. I'll dig this out of my closet and do it.
Right.
You can't do that in this industry. You just can't.
When you look at it this way, if God forbid something happened to me, Eddie's animals. Eddie has got a very successful carpenter business. It would hurt, but I feel like he would be fine. Like if that happened to me, I wouldn't have anything. I wouldn't have anything in me. So I'm putting a lot and I'm sacrificing a lot, and and Eddie can tell this. I've never once ever asked Eddie for money. I've never ever once asked Eddie for anything. All I've ever done, Eddie, is like, I appreciate you being there for me. Like there's times where like one time I had a very serious mental health breakdown, and Eddie drove. Oh, Eddie made sure that I was all right. Eddie called. We needed to call and make sure and had someone come check on me and just make sure that I was doing my thing. And a lot of people like, it's just, I wouldn't be in this hobby. I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. I wouldn't be here any of this if it wasn't for Eddie. And you know what? I don't care if I ever get recognized as a breeder. The only thing that matters is that I keep my friendship with Eddie and we keep doing what we're doing and we make cool shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm not getting nothing. I'm not getting nothing but friendship out of it, man.
So I think on that, I think on that note, I think it's 100% mutual. And I won't speak for Eddie. I'll let him do that. But it has to be, because that's the way that it's symbiosis, man. That's the way that works. So Eddie, let's give 2 minutes and actually appreciate Eddie version 1.0, who did a fantastic job on a frozen camera, showing all those snakes. But Eddie, your little moment to just kind of reciprocate the same feeling and how this has worked for you both ways, because obviously this is symbiotic. It's not a one direction thing at all. I mean, you appreciate the hell out of Devin for a lot of reasons, right?
Yeah, his knowledge is, unwavering friendship. Like I don't ever have to fight with him. I don't have to, no money talks or nothing like that. Like you say, it's mutual. He's got his certain plans with a few of the animals. I got my plans with the other animals. If our plans overlap, we run them together. He does his thing with other people, and it's just me and him working out the plans of what we got behind me here, and whatever else we decide to bring in. Basically, it's it. It's like one big plan we got. I guess we'll see if it pays off.
I think it will, man.
I will say this: he did lie. He did lie. We do fight sometimes. It's around football season. Football season. Yes, because he's a Packers fan, and I'm an Eagles fan, and we've already beat them. We beat them at the beginning of the season.
Not everybody's perfect, Devin.
All I gotta say is,
you talked a lot of shit about the Eagles all season. I'm telling you, karma's coming Sunday, man.
All I gotta say is this Sunday, bro. It's belt to ass, bro. Belt to ass this Sunday, bro. I'm just saying.
You're gonna want to turn your phone off at halftime.
It's one of those weird things that can go either way, but this dynamic is what is absolutely hilarious, because you're both giving each other a full load of shit and laughing about it the whole way, and that's what has to happen, right? Like when it goes wrong is when somebody picks that up in the middle and takes offense and runs the wrong direction with it. But dude, every time I've seen you two together, it's legit hilarious.
Did we sell the Nas? No, we sold it to Josh from Having a Ball. But we're gonna make 2.0, so we're gonna repeat the pairing, but this time with a GHI stranger clown to the same female. We do have a female, that Eddie. Can you pull her out? We got the sister of the Nas, the sister of the Nas, the one we held back.
Okay.
So we have two females. One is the one I like, and there's one that is a disappointment. I hate her guts because that one animal, like when you hit the bangers and they don't test. Okay, the bangers and they don't test for what you want, right? Like and then,
right.
And then you got the one animal, the least impressive of all of them, that tests for everything but doesn't have any of the G. That's the disappointment, as I call it. I'm like, you're just a disappointment. It's like, why do you have to take all the hits that your brothers could have had? I love her. I'm just kidding. She's not a disappointment. That's not the where's the other one, Eddie? The HRA GHI one, the disappointment, as I call her.
Devin, if I was to give you some advice, would you take it under consideration?
Yeah.
So here's my advice: is for you
Okay,
to try to
hang on.
find some snakes. You
Yeah.
need to look really hard and try to find some snakes that are worth breeding.
Oh, HRA.
No, you gotta get you gotta get ones that Eddie's gonna go, hey, I think I'll breed this.
Hey, wait, Eddie, bring that back. Bring that. We didn't see it because he took off the cam, Eddie. All right,
Sorry,
Eddie,
man.
This is the disappointment because this is the one that tested for everything that we did it. Like, so all the other ones.
That's
right, didn't
GHI, yeah?
GHI, HRA, but the other ones, it's Heck Clown. It tested Heck Clown.
Okay.
And yeah, so the two noses, the one that we wanted didn't test that clown, and the female that we showed before didn't test that clown. That female is the only one that tests that clown, and it made me mad because I'm like, out of all the ones that had to test that clown, it had to be her out of a 4A clutch.
What was the first one that you pulled out? Wasn't that GHI as well?
It's blackhead, GHI, HRA, yellow belly.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So way
Yellow
more
belly,
genes, but it didn't test that clown. See, that's blackhead. See, that's not darker a lot.
Yeah.
That has HRA too? It looks
Yeah.
just blackhead GHI.
It came from a super. It came from a super HRA.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I would. That's what I would expect a blackhead GHI to look like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what that's my point. Is like, she did come at clown, and it's like I'd hold her back over the other one that proved that clown, just because it has the genes I wanted. Red Xanthics are the best around. Like, I don't need to say it. See, he said it, not me. I'm just saying. And you think about it, though. I remember when Eddie cut that clutch. Who would have thought that stranger HRAs Blackheads made an all black snake unless we would have made it? No one would have ever made an HRA stranger, bro. Because everyone makes fun of HRA.
I don't know if that's so much true. I think it's just one of those genes that people feel like they've seen in things they didn't like, so they put it to the wayside. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
there's a lot of those genes out there, you know?
Think about this. It's one of the only genes in the black pastel complex besides Enchi that doesn't have a messed up super. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Right. And a huge plus.
You got this. You know, people will pay like $2,000 for an all white pied with one black dot and kinks and duckbilling and be like, but it's a panda pied. It's supposed to. I was told it cool.
Right.
I tease, bro. Hey, don't disrespect anyone in the Panda Pie project. I'm just saying, you got some people that hate on spiders, but then buy Panda Pies.
I love the look, but man, that's a rough project.
It's a tough thing to go into with any kind of optimism, in my opinion. You know, I just, I don't see that. But whatever people do, they're going to do. You're not going to talk people out of certain things. Once they've seen it and they've seen the result, you're always going to find those people that'll try it, regardless of the odds and things.
I have one girl that I'm really excited for. Eddie, if you the redhead girl. See, we got into redhead, and it's been kind of on the low. And she's a Canada girl. We got her from Canada. We bought her. We bought
maybe one or two.
Did you just deploy Eddie 1.0 again? It's like a Roomba that you just put in a docking port and then you send it back out to the racks.
So we bought her, right? And it took 6 months to get her shipped to the U.S. It was crazy.
Here?
No, you gotta flip your camera over, brother. Because all I can see is your chin. No. Yeah. Oh, look, are they locked?
No, he's trying though.
Hey, yo, he's trying.
It's a good effort, yeah.
See, that's the redhead. So she is a redhead, leopard, vanilla or fire, yellow belly or specter, heck clown. But she's for sure redhead.
I would think vanilla.
You see how
yeah,
crazy
the head
is?
looks vanilla, yeah.
Yeah. But it comes from American Royals stock, and he has redhead floating along. Yeah. Oh, Eric said, Eric, though, because I was sitting here like, this guy is stringing us along. It doesn't take 6 months to import a snake from Canada. I'm going to drive to Canada and pick it up myself. It was horrible.
6 months straight, he heard you complain about that.
Eddie complained too. I don't think Eddie ever wants to import a snake again.
Right.
He was like, because we paid it.
In the U.S., I'm going to go with the U.S. I had to wait a while for that one.
Yeah.
But that's another thing too, though. I find if you're serious in this hobby about like the business side, you're going to sometimes have to buy animals out of the country. You're going to have to get the ones that you really want. Like Ashley, for example, Pip Stalkers. She bought for somebody in Italy. Because the only person that had what she wanted was a guy in Italy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, when you get that specialized and you want absolutely what you want, there's not a lot of sources, makes sense.
And I find though too, and like you said with red exantic, like think about it. You take a red exantic and you put it to a black pastel. You make an onyx that's a black and silver snake. You take it to cinnamon, make a black and silver snake, which is a gargoyle. You take it to Huffman, make a black and silver snake. Like with crazy pattern, and it's such a thing. I think the real reason a lot of people there's a lot not like for HR is because of the name, and I get it, bro. But you got like nanny or lesser. Why would you want less? Why would you want lesser of anything, bro? Like, oh, I want lesser of that,
So can you do me a favor though? Can you say nanny again?
Nanny. I don't know. Is that Wisconsin?
It was just the way you said it. Yeah. You said it with such a distaste the first time. I was like,
we're
that's
all from
bad.
Wisconsin. Listen, we're all from Wisconsin, but I got the southern Wisconsinite. You got the kind of in between, and Eddie got the true northern Wisconsinite, fake Canadian brogue.
Fake Canadian.
You got like, hey, bud, I saw your grass is getting a little long there, so I cut your lawn for you.
Oh, Eddie, that's about right. I could actually see Eddie doing that. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be like, yeah, it didn't match mine, so I figured I'd just go that extra 15 steps to your, yeah.
Hey, shout out to my boy Dylan in the chat though. We and him have a civil war because he's a berm guy and I'm a retic, and I say retics are better than berms, and he says berms are better than retics, and we're kind of locked in combat right now. So I sent him a picture of a guy trying to breed a boa to a berm, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna send you one of these.
Jesus. He's a shit starter, isn't he? Eddie, how many times do you have to bail him out of trouble?
Right.
Like per week.
You hear about it the next day.
Yeah. Like, is it pretty consistent that you got to go like bail him out of social media jail and just go bring? Yeah.
See, Eddie's quiet. Eddie's a quiet guy. I'm the guy that's out there talking. I'm like the tag dog, and Eddie's just like in the back.
I'm not buying that.
I'm not for a minute. Bro, when I first met Eddie, bro, he was really kind of antisocial. He doesn't really like to get on lives and talk to people, but slowly I've kind of gotten him out into the lives and the social media, and he's just kind of like, and I talked to Ashley about it, like he said he actually met him at Tinley, and all he did was say, hi, my name is Eddie, and didn't say a single thing to her after that whole thing. It was like, hi, I'm Eddie, and just stayed quiet the whole time.
All right, I'm going to stop you, Devin, and I'm going to give Eddie the proper time to respond to this, because I feel like these accusations are pretty trumped up at this point. I feel like he's painting himself as a hero of sorts, dragging you out of your shell and all. How do you see this, Eddie?
No, he's good. He's right. I am quiet. I got, with the other business, carpentry, I get home at night, I'm tired. I got to deal with the snakes and the rats. I don't feel like
Hey
jumping on
kids.
the camera and putting on a smiley face and hey,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe once
100%.
a month, twice a month ain't bad, but I
It was
That's
I
the
our
just don't have it
goal.
in me. I don't have it in me to do it every week or anything like that.
Yeah.
it
Come
was the
home tired
perfect
and then
opportunity to just get him in the ribs there though with something. I'm
But
trying to.
this is our
He's
goal.
like,
Our goal, and it made it him do one live a month. And look, I'm the one that got him on Instagram because he didn't even want to do Instagram. I'm like, bro, you got to do an Instagram. You got to do it if you want to have a
Nah,
successful business.
I feel you, man. I've told people on this show many times, man, I don't do much of the social media. This show, once in a while I get on there and look on Instagram, but I don't, it's just another time suck, man. There's only so much time and I got it all full.
I got to answer to this slander, though, bro. Listen, Burmese are like what you get if you cross a retic with a ball python. They're like big, lazy puppy dogs. Like retics, bro. Like you see that meme where you got the three heads of Katora, you got the two serious ones, and then you got the dog.
the
Like
one
that's
that's
the
off
burn.
staring at the
Yeah,
sun.
yeah, yeah. That's the burn. That's the burn on the off, and then you got the retics, and then you got the rock pythons on that. Is I will say this
Yeah, they
though,
actually
Eric.
do, Vance, for sure.
I will say that Eric, though, is one of the best guys to talk to. Was when I was, like I said, when I was trying to learn about Venomous earlier. I always messaged him. He always answered the question. And Dylan, as much shit as I give Dylan, he makes some of the best berms. And I tried to hook him up because he said he was looking for some prox chai, which are like dwarf berms. So I hooked him up with my buddy. I'm just waiting for him to make the move on that. Olive pythons are good, but macklets, bro, macklets pythons are better, in my opinion.
Yep. Okay, I dig this. Actually, Nate's got a good point here.
Yeah.
Take like just a couple of minutes, just shut it
Facts.
down, and just give that fucking what it respect it deserves, because that's a terrible deal. We talked about it in the intro, and honestly, that it's still just going nuts out there. I don't know if you guys have the live feeds and stuff on that stuff going on, but
I,
it's not going to be a short end to this, and there is a lot of loss. Unfortunately, we don't have the means to like fill the backside of that. FEMA's going to be useless. Our tax dollars are going to get grabbed, which I don't mind so much, but
yeah.
it's like this is going to be a problem. It's going to be a legit problem. So,
I
all right,
when I
I'll be
first
silent.
found out. Okay.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I gotta roll out of here. I hear my kid calling upstairs.
All right, Eddie. Appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. You guys have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Yeah, you as well, man.
I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night, Devin.
Take care, buddy.
Take care, Eddie. Appreciate it.
I will say when I found out the fires happened, I texted KG. I said, "Are you okay?" He said he's okay, and I said, "I just want you to know, hey, I love you, and I hope things are better, and that even though things is crazy right now, bro, like you guys are in my thoughts. I can't really do anything, but right now, but I'm here like for you guys, and that I love you and D, and he said, he let me, he appreciated it, and really, and that's what sucks is that deep down, I wish I was like one of these successful Canova type breeders, so I could just, like I feel like if I had like the money and stuff to do like some things, I would go and help and do a lot of things, and that's kind of what sucks in that. But that's what drives me to be successful at this, so I can one day be able to help the people I care about when they need help. Because one of the worst feelings in the world is feeling like you can't really do nothing when someone you care about is.
Yeah. So I'll let you in on a little bit of a life secret, Devin, that I think is going to be kind of news to other people as well. But those people don't get where they are with that mentality. That's the whole loophole. You'll never be in that position with that mentality. And that's not a bad thing. Everybody wants to see that as a negative thing, but I'll tell you what, it's necks that are stepped on that get to that position. And if you're not willing to do that, you don't see that end goal. So don't take that as a bad thing, I guess is what I'm saying to you. Don't
If
see that as your goal, because that's never going to happen out of those camps. It's just
if I had
not.
to choose, if I had to choose between
Yeah.
Eddie and becoming the next Canova, I'd choose Eddie over that any day. You know, like that's the
Absolutely.
truth. But
Yes.
hey, what Dylan says, bro. Let me say this, bro. Berms are like. What I say is, Berms are like Charlie Murphy challenging Prince, and Retix is the Prince getting challenged by Charlie Murphy to a game of basketball.
Right?
I'm just
But Prince
saying.
had some moves. Prince had some damn
Yeah,
moves. You got to admit.
yeah. Say, you don't believe me? Go play Prince yourself. Get your friends so they can laugh at you.
Right? Dude, that was the best skit ever.
Hey. See, I'll say this though. The Bomb Squad. Hey, shout out to the Bomb Squad Patreon. You know, everybody. In that Patreon. Just a big family. Like we're all here together. And Dylan, I haven't raised any. I'm just shooting shit, bro. I'm just shooting shit with you, man.
Right?
look at See, this is Eric, bro. Whenever you make Eric mad, he threatens to hold my snakes hostage. He said, if you say anything to me bad, I'll feed your snakes to my cobra. So I have to be nice to Eric.
Oh no, yeah, you got to look out for that.
I gotta be nice to Eric. See Dylan. Hey Dylan, you keep talking like that. I'm gonna send you some of those boa berms, bro.
You don't need boa berms floating around.
This guy paired a boa to berm, and they were locked up. Now they won't produce anything, but not for lack of trying. That boa was trying like to do its thing. But I'll say. I haven't met this much funny people than I have when I've been in this hobby, bro. Because there'll be some days we'll be in a call and then it just goes to a major roast session. Like Eric, bro. I say Eric looks like an old middle-aged Eric Cartman with half a mullet, and he calls me Theodore. But he calls me Theodore. He calls me Theodore for the Chipmunks.
Yes, I'll go with that. You guys got some heat going back and forth.
Yeah.
So on that note, and we do have to wrap up pretty quick for everybody's sake on the East Coast and our own for having to get up and work. Let's talk about what you want to do for those shout outs, because you're kind of doing them throughout the show. It's just the type of person you are. You're constantly giving props to people and some shit, right? You're going to sling some shit too when you get a chance. But let's do that. And then we'll get a Forge Coin opportunity for people too.
I'll say shout out to all Bomb Squad, that community. I was in a few Patreons that I didn't quite fit into, but Bomb Squad was doing that kind of stuck, and I appreciate everybody in there. Obviously Eddie, KG and D, honestly, I'd say Ash for Morph Minded, Team Malice, and also you guys, I expect Exotic Lace one day, because I supported y'all since day one. I remember, don't forget, like Reptile Lovers of Wisconsin. I said you guys are going to be great. It makes me so happy just to see everybody that I just came up with just starting up, just doing well. Like when I first met you guys, you didn't talk about this show, and you were just starting off, and I ain't never heard of Luck, Wisconsin until I met you guys. Like, what the hell is Luck? I thought Sparta was weird. I thought Sparta and Toma were weird names. I was like, Luck. But you were the first guys to tell me that Lace was going to be the big thing before everyone else. So you said pair that Peter Clown to Lace. Trust me, and I didn't listen. I should have listened. But I love you guys. I love everybody that's in my corner. I love everybody who's been my friend regardless of my faults and the times I had to step down. And like I had my I've made a lot of mistakes. Sometimes I said things I shouldn't, but I love everybody that's kind of just stuck with me through the ups and downs. So that's my shout outs to everybody, man.
Yeah,
They know who they
absolutely.
are.
And
When
that
you-
genuine ability to say that and like display your faults is like why everybody continues to stick with you and like you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some people won't
Yeah.
go that out on that plank, and you're willing to do it every time. So, Devin,
And
you're
that
perfect.
a very
smile.
valuable person in this community.
Yeah.
Keep
When
that in
you-
That
mind.
was perfect.
When
Yeah.
you drive into luck, Devin, there's a sign that says, "You're in luck."
Bro. That's just like a dad
it's
joke,
so
bro.
dumb.
It is. It's so dumb, but the sign's out there. So,
It's pretty
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, it is. Hey.
Yeah.
so we hit that point of the show and refrain because we know with the photographic memory and your ability to recall things, you're going to say this in
Yeah.
a heartbeat. But Jamie has trivia from the night.
Yep.
Going to give
$10
away some
Forge
Forge coin. Chance to spread it around through the community. We are looking for affiliates all the time, guys, and there's no commitment on that. There's nothing coming back either way. But if you would like to accept Forge coin for anything you offer, let us know. We'll throw you up there in the affiliates group. It's a community effort to get stuff being spread around, spread some money
Yeah,
around.
absolutely.
Hey, real quick, can I say
Support
one
each
more
other.
shout out? Well, shout out to
Yeah.
Mitzi Ann, bro, because I'll say this, bro. One live I was in, Mitzi Ann made a very rude comment. I was like, "Hey, what do you mean by that, Mitzi?" And she said, "I meant what I said." And I was like,
Oh.
"Oh."
Oh.
I'm like, "Dang, Misty, didn't know you got down like that." But God,
She-
We gotta
She's
get
tougher
we
than
gotta
she
get
looks.
Mitzi on the show. We'll drag her on if we
I
have
don't
to.
think she's going to come on the show. We could certainly try, but
I'm gonna reach out to her.
I've been
Mitzi,
trying to
if
get
you're- if
Misty
you're
on the show.
watching, I'm gonna reach out to you.
we'll give it a whirl.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the trivia?
Okay.
Let's get the trivia out of here.
Trivia question for tonight's episode is, where'd it go? What type of venomous snake will Devin get? It only lets me have 54 characters, so I can't word it exactly how I want.
Oh, I didn't know it was limited.
I
Yeah.
didn't
You were
either.
just weird, Jamie.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like I'm 6 or something, but
Eric knows exactly. Eric knows exactly which one I got. We'll get.
Oh,
Gaboon.
so
Okay,
funny.
that's a good guess, but yeah. Arboreal.
That's closer.
A lot of
That's not what I
gaboons out
have
there.
written down.
Well, it is, but that's not going to
but
cut
it's
it.
More specific. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
the
also
gaboon, but we talked
close.
about the
Good
gaboon.
try, Nate. But that ain't going to count either.
Hey, Marcus and Tiffany are close. Oh, okay. They got. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. There we
I
go.
think. Is it?
Eric,
Yeah.
Eric got Insularis.
Insularis,
Blue.
yeah. Blue, just a hint. David, you didn't
Congrats,
want Forge
Eric.
coin? I mean, you had the hint, but you don't want Forge coin? It isn't something that burns. Well, it might burn a hole in your pocket, but it just sits there. We'll keep track of it for you.
Hey, look at Dylan, bro. Dylan, look, I will never admit defeat. You might have won the battle, but you will never win the war, my friend.
Yes. Like Genghis Khan down here in the bottom corner.
All right.
I got a question for you, Jamie. If you had
Yeah.
to pick between two snakes to get, would you rather get a super dwarf retic or a berm?
Ooh, probably a. Which one's smaller?
Super dwarf retic. Super dwarf retic.
That one.
Oh, you see that?
Which one's smaller?
You see that, Dylan? You see that? Yeah, in your face, Dylan. See that
I'm going to
one,
give you a
bro?
hint. Super dwarf is in the name of one.
Right. It's
So-
not the giant super dwarf.
Okay, Dylan's right though. Dylan is right. Super dwarf is technically a marketer. It's really just localities, and some localities are smaller than others.
Sure, yeah.
I don't think I would like a snake that's over 6 feet long.
If you
Just
want that
purely
business,
by our
I'll
size.
try.
Yeah,
You want
size
Prox
requirement.
Shiden. You
I
want
just-
a Prox Shiden, a dwarf
I just-
berm.
Want to be able to handle it, and I'm only 5'4", so
So a dwarf berm would be the way to go.
A proxy adult female maxes out about 5 to 6 feet, and a male
Okay.
is typically smaller than. Right, Dylan? Is it a male like 3 to 5, 3 to 4, 3 to 5 feet, and a female is 5 to 6 for a pure proxy? And
Yeah,
proxy
that
are
would
kind of
be.
their island locality, like different genus than Burms, but they're
Yep.
they're cool. They're also like 3,000 a piece.
Yeet.
Right. So you get something that specialized, it's going to have a tag with it, you know.
Yeah.
So
It would be
Yeah.
fun to have Devin put me in the hot seat.
Ah.
would you
Oh,
rather have a
yeah.
dwarf or a super or a micro dwarf?
Micro
Jamie.
dwarf.
Okay, yeah, that's going on the smaller side. So just for
Yeah.
technicality. All right,
Yeah.
let's get the hell out of here, guys. We've kept people
Okay.
way too long. Devin,
Well,
you
I'm
hang
having
out.
a good time.
Yeah, we are.
Bye.
And we're going to BS with Devin in the back. We're not going to keep the East Coast people. We're going to move to next week.
Right.
Next week we have Batter Up, correct?
Yeah. AA
Aaron
Ron.
at Batter Up.
Number
Nice.
3.
Aaron number 3 or 4. He's out there on the
I
limb.
think he's
But
number
he's-
3.
He's going to move further up in our hearts next week when he comes on
Yeah.
our show. So,
Absolutely.
but it'll be fun to sit down with Aaron. He's got some nice stuff. We'll talk about Rainbow. We'll talk about all of that. Devin, thank you for coming back for part 2. Sorry for the huge technical difficulties on both episodes, it turns out.
we were.
But we got through it, right?
Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
through
we
it.
got through it.
All right. And thank you, chat, 100% for coming in every week. We hit our 500. It's all from you guys out there that come in every week and watch. So fantastic show. Was a lot of fun. What the
Oh,
hell
look
is
at the
this? All right. We're
kitty.
going to put this on here because furries always get screen time.
Aw, it's a pied
This is my-
kitten.
This is my baby Spring.
Yeah.
I
it's
love.
a cute
I
kitty.
love spring.
Yeah.
I do too. I'm anxious for spring already. And it's only winter. But
But there's no snow yet.
right. Now we're pretty bare. All right, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay.
East Coast, Central, Mountain Time, Pacific. Appreciate all you guys for coming out. Devin, thank you, sir. We'll talk to you in just a moment. Enjoy the outro, guys. We'll see you next week with Aaron Batter of Balls.
All right.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye.